Vietnam called today. They tariff our product at a rate of 90%. You can't even find an American-made product in Vietnam unless it's an old landmine. Nam says they're ready to drop their tariffs from 90 to 0. 58,000 Americans died there. We should be able to sell them Chevys. Argentina wants to go down to 0% too. Their president, he's the guy that gave Elon the chainsaw. He says friends will be friends. India is cutting a trade agreement in the coming days. That's over 1 billion customers our companies will get access to. South Korea is going all out to get a good deal. And South Korea knows a thing or two about tariffs. You can't get into that market. And they're an Asian powerhouse. The Europeans are coming to the table. They're willing to drop their automobile tariffs from 10% to 2.5%. And they're promising to buy American energy and weaponry. Japan's tried everything. They've said President Trump will buy more natural gas, more armaments. They said SoftBank's investing $500 billion in America, and Trump said no. Keep going. What else? 47 means business. And the last one to negotiate loses. China. In a big huff, retaliated and jacked up tariffs on us. Trump says, quote, China played it wrong. They panicked. The one thing they cannot afford to do. How many things in China say made in America? And how many things here say made in China?
Seriously.
Now do you get...
So I'll stop you right there. But what do you guys think about what he said so far?
That's real.
About the other countries folding, that was like... That was the plan. I knew it was going to happen anyways. But China, bro, you could destroy China's whole economy with tariffing their shit. Everything, like, what's their market? What's the U.S. probably makes more than 60-70% of their sales?
Probably. I mean,
right?
All kinds of little trinkets and shit that we use every single day, even down to our phones.
Yeah.
Everything.
Everything is made in China. Like, literally everything. Yeah. Everything you probably see here, even that camera.
I hope they cut a deal, though, because I heard that some crazy shit, bro. If we had to make an iPhone in America, it'd be like $50,000 to $100,000, bro.
How, though?
There's no way.
I don't know. It doesn't
even make sense.
It doesn't sound like it makes sense.
You know why it wouldn't?
It was from some little channel.
Well, why?
I seen it on TikTok, all right? It has to
When
be true.
shit is that
It
expensive,
must be true, bro.
they're going to build a freaking robot to replace everybody. The iPhone is going to make itself like a 3D printer sort of
Well,
shit.
you bring a great point because Tesla is going to start releasing the robots over there. Where's that at? Freaking in their plants.
Which plant? They
this
got one
year.
in Texas. They got one
So
in
they're
California.
going to drop. So Tesla's basically going to release their robots into the workforce in the plants this year, and they're saying if they're successful, they're going to start selling them to everybody else. So at that point, labor should get much more cheaper.
Right.
So then at that point, does it really matter like if you use a robot or cheap labor from Asia?
No,
Exactly.
at least there's no victims if it's a robot.
Right.
Because these fools are throwing themselves off a building at the damn iPhone plant. They
Damn,
have to
that's
install
brutal.
nets. Yes.
Damn, so the iPhone that we have is
it's blood iPhone,
it's on
boy.
somebody's back, bro.
It's blood.
It's a blood iPhone.
Hey, we think it's funny, bro, but those fools are little. That's a
shit is
communist
wild.
country. They be slaving them fools.
Bro.
They got no choice.
Yeah. See what happens when you buy your
Hey,
iPhones?